telephone company has the following function for a smartphone. So we have the following function here. So we have P of x, y is equal to 50x, 50 x to the 2/3, y to the 1/3. A. Must find the number of units produced with 125 units of labor and 64 units of capital. So we're finding 1 P of labor is x, so it's 125 comma capital is y, so it's 64. So what we have is 50 times 125 raised to the power of 2/3 times y, but y is 64, 64 to the power of 1/3. Now here, this is 50 times. When you raise 125 to the 2/3, the denominator in the fraction means the cube root of the number, and the numerator is the power of the number that you raise the number to. You could square 125 and then find the cube root of that, but to get smaller numbers that are easier to deal with, let us find the cube root first, then you square what you get. Times 64 to the 1/3 means the cube root of 64. So this will be 50 times the cube root of 125 is 5. And 5 squared is 25. Times now. The cube root of 64 is 4. So here, 50 by 4, 200. 200 by 25 is 50, 100. So it's 5,000. Alright? You see that? Now part B. Find the marginal productivities. Marginal productivities mean you're going to differentiate. You're going to find the marginal productivity of labor and the marginal productivity of capital. So here, F of labor, x, is going to be, you treat x as the variable, so it's 2/3 times 50x to the 2/3 minus 1. Y is treated as a number, so you don't trouble y. Y to the 1/3. Alright? So, this is going to be 2/3 by 50. This will be 100 over 3. X to the, what is 2/3 minus 1? 2/3 minus 1 is 2/3 minus 1 over 1, which is 3 over 3. 2/3 minus 3/3 is negative 1/3. So you have x to the negative 1/3, y to the 1/3. Now, the marginal productivity of labor, of capital I mean, which is x at 125 and 64. So fx. Remember, it's the same thing as del f by del x, right? Same thing. This is equal to 100 over 3 times, remember, we're looking at the number 125. So it's 125 to the power of negative 1/3, 64 to the power of 1/3. So this is 100 over 3 times 125 to the power of 1/3 is really 1 over the cube root of 125. is 1 divided by 125 to the 1/3, but to the 1/3 it means the cube root times the cube root of 64 is 4. So what we have is 100 over 3 times 1 over 5 times 4. So we could put this as 4. 5 into 5, 1. 5 into 10, 2 is 20. 24 is 80. Is 80 over 3. 80 divided by 3. This would be what? 3 into 8 goes 2 times. And 2. 3 into 20 goes 6. 26 and 2/3 then. Alright? So in this case, the marginal productivity of capital at x equal 125 and y equal 64 would be 26 and 2/3. Right? Remember, the marginal productivity itself would be 100 over 3 x to the negative 1/3 y to the 1/3. What about the marginal productivity of labor now? Remember, P of xy is equal to 50 x to the 2/3 y to the 1/3. So in this case, P of y, the marginal productivity of labor, is same as del P by del y. Oh, it should be P del P by del x. Del P by del y. We're treating y as the variable and x as a constant. So multiply by 1/3, the power is 1/3 times 50x to the 2/3 y to the 1/3 minus 1, which is 50 over 3 x to the 2/3 y to the 1/3 minus 1 was what again? Oh, it's negative 1/3 I should have had up here. It's negative 1/3. Alright? So, here now. Negative 1/3. At 125 and 64, P of y would be 50 over 3 times 125, the cube root of 125, and that's squared, times 1 over 64, and the cube root of 64. This will give us 50 over 3 times the cube root of 125 is 5, and 5 squared is 25, times 1 over the cube root, not square root, cube root of 64 is a quarter. So when you work this out, what you get? 50 over 4. 2 into 50 is 25. So up top you have 25 by 25 over 2 into 4. 2, 3 by 2. So 25 by 25 is 625 over 6. Alright? So, here now, 625 divided by 6. What does that give us? If we use long division, 625 divided by 6 into 6 goes 1 time 166. Subtract, bring down the 2. 6 into 20 goes 3 times 3, 6, 18. 20 minus 18 is 2. Oh, my mind. Let me redo that part again. So 6 into 6 was 1 time 166. Then 0, and then we bring down the 2. The thing is 6 into 2. You can't. 0 times 0 is 0. 2 minus 0 is 2. Bring down the 5. 6 into 25 goes 4. 4, 6, 24. Remainder 1. So if you multiply 104 by 6, you get 6 4 is 24. Bring down the 4, carry 2. 6 0 0 and 2 2. 6 1 6. Good. And then we have one more to make this 625. Just checking. So we have 104 remainder 1. Is 104 and 1 6.